Hello and welcome back to Beyond the Veil Background Information. Today we're going to be doing another one of our culture ones, and we're going to be talking about the Überwald, or Überwald, if I pronounce it properly. As always, we start with a quote talking about it, and then for this I will just give you as much information as I can about it, because it's actually kind of difficult to explain, and I did consider trying to draw a map of it, only to then have my brain start melting as I try to consider it, so it's I'm sorry, you'll have to cope with what you have of it. You certainly have to have guts, Malvolio. The only way to be able to get into the Überwald is through the territory of 5 very troubling demons. First, Cassandra Asmodee in the Swiss Vale, who might listen because she likes you, but on the Austrian side you have the Teufel, a very dangerous dragon demon, and well, he wouldn't have anything to do with anyone. He likes to kill anyone that comes to talk. Then there's the other dragon, Anisakis. She controls the best access way for a high-speed train from Denmark through Germany and the Alps. She is probably the one to aim to talk to. Quote from Baron von Nabelblut from the Viper King. So what is the Überwald regarding the Vale? Well, when you look at where Austria and Switzerland meet on the map, and above them is Germany, within the Vale there's a region the size of France, sitting between all three and actually stretching between these countries to touch the Italian Vale through a river known as the Volandina, thought to be a joke by the person that mapped it out. The region was one of the only ones in the Vale that was claimed as fully wild and would remain wild for the demons and beasts to be themselves, a concept that was kept in order to leave the demons from interrupting vampire issues within mainland Europe. Once known as the nesting place of dragons, after the majority of the demon dragons were removed, rumours stated that the remaining dragons lived in this region, and so it was considered too dangerous to live within. This led to it gaining the German name of Überwald, or Beyond Forest, where it was hoped the name would warn people to avoid the region. Like all the regions within the Alpine Vale, it sits within its own section. However, it is in fact ringed by mountains headed by the Drakensberg, which is also known no more nowadays as the Daxberg. This particular mountain was so big it sat through the border of the German Vale and this area, with the mountain being home to the natural cave systems to walk in and out of Überwald, and this area is and was controlled by the dragon demon known as Anisakis. As Anisakis and various other troubling demons, including Teufel, another dragon, owned and controlled the passages within, many of the beings living in Überwald were forced into servitude, devoured or just trapped in haunted buildings too afraid to be attacked by the demons. They reached out on various occasions to other Vales, but only the German Bund was eager to try and make contact, only to find that Anisakis demanded self-sacrifice in order to deal with people travelling through. However, this changed when the vampire king Malvolio decided to talk and beat Anisakis into a deal. That meant he took over the territory, and technically it's under the control of the protection of the German Bund, and was then thought of more as neutral territory, taking in an office of the Vale agents, as well as giving massive opportunity for change. The Überwald suddenly became the most modern region of the Vale, working to be environmentally conscious, health conscious, and socially conscious for everyone that was living there. It was more of a playground for the reforms needed in the entire Vale to be worked out in the 60s, and by the 80s it was already becoming the richest region in the European Vale. It remains uncontaminated by the noble aspects of other regions, and is a place where equal opportunity is the key word. It not only became the first part of the Vale to legalise same-sex marriage and adoptions, but also to offer free healthcare for all residents, as well as retirement and unemployed packages that meant no matter your situation you were cared for. This was later incorporated with the Vale Agent settlement procedure, which meant people moving into the Vale were integrated into the Vale through them. So for now, here's some basic facts about the region, and it's too complicated to get into exact details on everything. Capital Überwald, they fought to keep it simple. Official language, German and English, French and Italian come next. Ethnic groups, humans are a majority of 10% of the population. Werewolves are about 8%, half-demons are 5%, vampires are 5% as well. Demons, which include former demons, are 2%. The Fae are 2%. The Unseelie, which are technically part of the Fae, but the darker side of them, are also 2%. Others are population percentages accounting to under 1%, make up 66% of the population, so it's a really varied amount of people living there. Religion. Non-practicing was actually the highest, with 47% of the population accepting this. Demonyms, they prefer to be called the Walden. Government protectorate of the German Bund, but also their own their own voted-in democracy. President as of 2019, Karen Hellis, werewolf member of the Überwald Unity Party, first female president of Überwald. Area 244,974 square miles. I think that's right. Population as of 2019, around 25 million, not many considering the size. GPD 57.234 trillion deca, which is a 2019 value. Currency, the deca, which is typically the vale, and time zone, Central European time. Very basic, I know, but I hope you find it interesting.